Hailing from a lineage of racers, Max Verstappen was destined for excellence. His father, Jos Verstappen, made a mark in Formula One, while his mother, Sophie Kumpen, excelled in karting tracks throughout Europe. When Max turned 4, he was already holding a steering wheel. By 7, he was navigating corners, like experts, twice his age. By the age of 12, he had shattered karting championships, and the motorsport community spoke his name in reverence. At 17, he didn't merely make his F1 debut, he burst onto the scene, becoming the youngest driver to ever compete in a race. A year later, he achieved his first Grand Prix victory and amazed the racing community. In 2021, during a season reminiscent of a Hollywood script, he surpassed Lewis Hamilton in an epic title rivalry. But here's the inquiry. Was Max Verstappen's journey to success predetermined? Or did he reshape destiny through determination and unwavering discipline? Max Verstappen's luck is as dynamic and complex as his professional journey. By 2025, his wealth will have skyrocketed beyond the $250 million threshold. But here's the catch. His Red Bull compensation, a staggering $55 million each year, is merely a part of the narrative. The remaining part, it's a mix of high-end brand collaborations and obscure commercial activities. Tag Heuer contributes $8 million annually. Next, there's Jumbo, Heineken, and his stylish appearances in the F1 gaming series. Yet beneath the public figures are enigmas. Sources suggest Instagram posts can earn as much as $2 million, undisclosed equity in tech startups, and an increasing investment in an esports empire. Max isn't merely competing, he's quietly constructing a financial empire. Now the real question is this: if you possessed $250 million in your account at 27, would you slow down and retire? Or, like Max, continue pursuing legacy at full throttle? Walk into Max Verstappen's garage, and you're not merely walking into a parking area, you're stepping into a realm of speed, a personal exhibition where innovation, craftsmanship, and supremacy intersect. It started with a modest Renault Clio RS, costing approximately $30,000, a quiet nod to his early karting experiences. However, from that point, the collection not only increased, but transformed into a behemoth. He possesses a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, a vehicle that clings to corners as if drawn to the track. Next, there's the Aston Martin Valkyrie, an extravagant hybrid hypercar priced above $3.5 million, co-developed with F1 engineers. Desire uniqueness? His Ferrari Monza SP2, priced at $1.8 million, isn't street legal in certain nations. However, that's merely the surface. Verstappen's collection features the powerful Ferrari 488 Pista, the technologically advanced SF90 Stradale, and an array of Aston Martins, the DBS, DB11, and Vantage, all optimized for performance and aesthetics. A Mercedes C63 AMG is parked next to a discreet Honda NSX Type S and the extremely rare Renault RS01, a monster designed for the racetrack. Overall worth, simple north of $8 million. But here's the mystery. What concealed prototypes are kept behind closed doors? Which hypercar unicorns were acquired under a non-disclosure agreement? Are there unique items that the world hasn't encountered before? With Verstappen, intrigue is an element of the journey. Elevated like nobility over the glistening contours of the Mediterranean, Max Verstappen's $17.4 million penthouse in Monaco's highly prestigious Fontvieille area is more than a residence. It's a proclamation. A personal gym sculpted from polished marble, transparent walls illuminating the area with seaside brightness, and a surrounding balcony that welcomes each dawn with serene gold. One would assume a man of his wealth would entirely possess such a property. But this is where it becomes intriguing. Max does not. He leases. In a city where billionaires accumulate real estate as if they were trophies, that's not merely uncommon, it's determined. Why rent a luxury when you could purchase the whole property? Certain insiders suggest it relates to adaptability, maintaining choices available for unexpected changes, confidential initiatives, or international transitions. Some suggest more profound strategies, such as concealed real estate maneuvers or tax frameworks obscured from view. Perhaps he's exploring a larger opportunity, something not publicly listed, something unseen by most. For Max Verstappen, every action is a display of dominance. including his choice of where to rest. Is this penthouse merely a brief pause in a much larger scheme? Or is it a stronghold of hidden aspiration, protecting dreams the world isn't prepared to witness? One thing is clear. When Max gazes from that balcony, he's not merely observing the horizon, he's strategizing how to dominate it. When you conquer the globe at 300 kilometers per hour, regular flights simply aren't sufficient. For Max Verstappen, only the clouds can keep pace with his way of life, and even then, only his clouds. In 2020, he embarked on a journey aboard a stylish Dassault Falcon 900X, a representation of initial achievement. However, that was merely the runway. By 2025, he elevated to a whole new level, upgrading to the powerful Falcon 8X, a $60 million aerial fortress designed for royalty and warriors. This isn't merely a jet, it's a flying command center. A tailored Red Bull wrap encases the fuselage like protective armor. Within, leather lounges hand-stitched, ambient lighting, noise-canceling technology, satellite Wi-Fi, and a private briefing room where racing strategies or investment plans are probably devised at 40,000 feet. Yet, this is where the fascination begins. Why the update so quickly? What precisely is occurring on this airborne stronghold? Experts in the field are speculating about confidential gatherings with tech tycoons, discreet funding talks, and hidden agreements that go unannounced to the media. His aircraft doesn't merely transport baggage, it transports influence. What about the destinations? Frequently, private islands, racetracks, and concealed centers of influence that most are unaware of. So here's the inquiry. Is Max just journeying with flair, or is he discreetly constructing a dominion in the sky? When the engines thunder and the wheels ascend, Verstappen isn't fleeing the world. He's elevating himself to dominate it. What is really required to be the unquestioned ruler of Formula One? For Max Verstappen, it's not just talent. It's routine, accuracy, and an almost extraordinary degree of discipline. Each morning begins with 5 unwavering hours in the Red Bull simulator, during which he revisits every turn, every tire sensation, and every fleeting choice until excellence turns into instinct. Next is MMA sparring, honing his reflexes and mental stamina, succeeded by high-altitude cycling that challenges his lungs to the utmost. What does he eat? A meticulously designed 5,000-calorie schedule with 0 cheat days and no easy paths. All aspects of protein consumption and carbohydrate timing are optimized to enhance explosive performance. However, that's merely the surface. Sleep is monitored precisely to the minute using biometric technology. His hydration levels are modified instantly, and mindfulness sessions are embedded into his routine like competitive laps. His close associates, a close-knit team of performance coaches, physiologists, and data analysts that regard his body as a billion-dollar machine. And still, there's a more profound layer that remains hidden. What secret neurotechnology is being evaluated out of public view? Are covert recovery chambers, undisclosed AI training collaborators, or advanced biohacks involved? Make no mistake, Verstappen is not merely readying himself to race, he is getting ready to grow. The issue is, how much can discipline advance a person who has already changed the rules of velocity? For a man who lives loud on the track, Max Verstappen moves like a whisper when it comes to giving back. You won't see him on stage with oversized donation checks or flooding social media with charity selfies. But behind the scenes, he's rewriting the rules of generosity. From quietly funding karting academies for underprivileged kids to sponsoring entire training programs across Europe, Max is building a future generation of racers who'd otherwise be stuck in the stands. His support for medical research and organizations like Wings for Life goes deep, especially during the pandemic, where insiders say he dropped 6-figure sums to keep essential programs alive. No interviews, no press, just action. Why the silence? Some say it's strategic, avoiding the noise, keeping focus. Others believe it's rooted in how he was raised, with discipline, humility, and purpose. And here's the kicker. Are there whispers of anonymous foundations, hidden scholarships, and deals made with zero PR? Verstappen's philanthropy isn't about applause, it's about legacy. It's about lifting others while staying in the shadows. So now the question burns. What else has he done that we'll never know? What quiet revolutions has he sparked while the cameras stayed locked on his pole positions? And in the end, could his most powerful wins be the ones we never see? Away from the roar of Grand Prix podiums and champagne celebrations, Max Verstappen leads a life enveloped in unexpected tranquility. Though fans observe a courageous gladiator on the track, behind the scenes is a person who seeks balance, simplicity, and purpose. He shares a strong bond with Kelly Piquet, the daughter of three-time world champion Nelson Piquet, a woman who comprehends the intensity of his life. Their connection is profound, reinforced not only by affection but by heritage. Max has taken on a caring role for Kelly's daughter Penelope, and with a baby of their own coming soon, Verstappen is getting ready for his biggest title yet, being a father. And here's the twist. While the majority of top athletes seek fame, Max runs away from it. No crazy after parties, no nightlife adventures, no endless Instagram show-offs. In his free time, he engages in sim racing on custom rigs, plays soccer with childhood friends, or holds casual get-togethers at his penthouse in Monaco. It's uncommon, nearly unknown, for a person that young and that wealthy to prefer tranquility instead of turmoil. That's precisely what makes him even more fascinating. What keeps this international symbol so humble? Is it affection, inheritance, or something more profound that the world cannot perceive? How long can an individual maintain global fame while yearning for true tranquility? From karting sensation to F1 powerhouse, Max Verstappen has created a realm of velocity, opulence, and enigma. He's a contemporary warrior, motivated not only by victories, but by ambition. With vast wealth, worldwide impact, and an existence that many can't fathom, he's just beginning. What mysteries remain in the future? What new episodes will Verstappen create in this thrilling tale? If you appreciated this exploration into Max Verstappen's billionaire lifestyle, leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe. Maintain your curiosity. Remain top tier.